Hey guys, we just saw Sydney Sweeney give the performance of her lifetime. Watch our review.
Hey guys, we just got back from a secret movie. It's a sneak peek of a film that doesn't come out for a week or so we didn't know what to expect. This movie was Christy. It's a biopic about Christy Martin, true story, maiden name Salters, who is a female professional boxer who put professional boxing on the map. Mm-hmm. She was the first female boxer to appear on the cover of Sports Illustrated, and she was recently elected to the International Boxing Hall of Fame in 2020. And that was the first year that any female had even been nominated or even on the ballot.
Go females.
So the movie was Christy. It comes out November 7th of this year, 2025. It was directed by David Mashad, and it stars Sydney Sweeney as Christy Martin, Ben Foster as Jim Martin, Merritt Wever as Joyce, Christy's mother, and Ethan Embry as John, Christy's father, and Katie O'Brien as Lisa Hollowan. Genre is biopic sports drama, so if you like those kind of movies, this is right up your alley. We watched it in theater, and the runtime is 2 hours and 15 minutes.
And I will say, I do like biopics. Sports type movies are not my thing, but this one was decent.
The story was very easy to follow. It kept our interest from beginning to end.
Yep.
There weren't any parts that dragged on or were rushed.
No, there's something going on like constantly.
There was a story to tell, and they told it. It was great. The pacing was perfect. You didn't end up wanting more. They told the story. They didn't leave anything out. Mm-mm. The characters were very believable, especially Christy. I mean, it was a biopic, so it's not like, well, I didn't believe her character. Her character was the most developed, as this was a biopic. Obviously,
I think they chose the correct actress to play her part.
Oh my gosh.
Sweeney was like...
We'll put a picture on the screen right here. Here's the actress.
Yeah.
And here's the actual person. Bam.
They looked pretty identical. And for Sweeney to play that part too, you felt every emotion that Christy would have felt. It was...
When she was the younger boxer, when she got older, they didn't look anything alike.
No. They probably could have put maybe some wrinkles or some aging or something on her.
All they did was change her hair color.
Yeah. But like the emotions that Sweeney played on the screen, my heart felt for her. Oh my goodness.
Nearly every scene that Sweeney's in is awesome. And the choreography of this movie is awesome. I was told specifically by somebody not to compare it to a very famous boxing movie because people will hate me for it. But I know it's a chick movie, but I think it's a great boxing movie.
I honestly think that there should be some awards for this movie.
Totally.
Sweeney,
way to jump the gun. You didn't read the notes.
I'm sorry. You could tell that Sweeney learned like some boxing moves. She was really good with her emotions throughout it. I mean, it was good. It was like spot on with everything with Sweeney.
Sparked on.
Did I say spark?
No, I did.
I got it.
I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
So the fighting looked extremely realistic. I mean, there's like slow-mos. I mean, you see them get hit, the wrinkles in the
glove.
The glove, I mean, and then the cheeks. I mean, it's crazy. Ben Foster's acting as her husband in several scenes was very powerful.
Yep.
I don't know. I hope that Ben didn't put all that weight on for this gig, but he
for the part
looked incredible. I didn't even recognize him at first. I was like, "Oh, who's that guy?" And I was like, "Oh my gosh, that's Ben Foster." It was crazy. Her mother, the chick that played her mother,
Merritt.
She is. I mean, I just think of her as a young actress, and she played. I mean, is she not around the same age as Sydney?
I don't know, but you end up throughout the film. These three actors, the actor and the two actresses,
you hate them.
Sydney. Not Sydney. The dad or the husband and the mother, you end up just despising them.
That's how good of acting.
That goes to show how well these actors like played the part, and then you end up feeling for Christy, which goes to show how well Sweeney played that part too.
That's exactly what I got here. I said, you can't help but connect emotionally to Christy as she struggles with internal battles due to her mother and her husband being unable to accept her for who she truly is.
Yes.
Emotionally, she experiences tragedy and, oh, I'm sorry, not emotionally. Eventually, she experiences a tragedy. And as she's explaining what happens to her, you can hear the emotional pain that she has affected her so much, way more than the physical pain that she experiences due to who hurt her. So to the person who hurt her, that has hurt her so much more than what actually happened to her. And the relationships between Christy and others were very believable due to how the great acting in the film by everybody in this film, such great acting. And the tension and emotions that Sweeney is able to create with her co-stars just felt real.
And I won't leave out also like the director and the writer and stuff to be able to like point them in the direction on what they need to do also. I mean, spot on, man. It was so good. And at the I'll wait till we get through all of this. I'll let him go through what he's got to say.
Music, I mean, wasn't a huge deal in this particular biopic, but I think music was nice and right for the scenes. For the themes, I think it was don't be afraid to be yourself because you're afraid of what others might think.
Yeah, that's where I was getting ready to like come in here is like basically this movie, I feel like for me, there was two things is basically like he said, don't be afraid to speak up because I know that some people might push you down on not being like allowing you to be who you truly are in life, but you need to be able to voice your opinions and don't be afraid to speak out and just be who you want to be. And then there's that other aspect of speaking out to other people if you feel like if there's, how do I say it? Like
did you notice, the whole see something, say something? Did you notice that the people in the gym saw things were wrong and they never said anything?
Yes, that's what I wanted to say. So if there's like abuse, whether it be physical or emotional or anything like that happening in your life, don't be afraid to go to someone that you trust and just talk to them.
Do want to point out that this film does contain a lot of domestic abuse.
Yeah.
And if you are dealing with that, or that might be something that's difficult for you, this film may be difficult for you to watch.
Yeah, so there's going to be some of those trigger warnings for sure. So if this is something that is hard for you, this would definitely not be a movie that you might want to see. Or
there's some parts in there where you might be like, oh no, but there is a scene that is very graphic.
And that might be something, that's something that you've had in your past or you're currently dealing with.
And it's not sexual violence. It's very violent.
You might not want to see this movie because it might pull up some of those triggers for you. So I definitely would not recommend this movie for someone like that. And also, if you are dealing with that, please reach out to somebody.
As far as like emotional reactions, you feel sadness and hurt for Christy, and then you're proud of her and happy for her. And you feel pain for her.
Yeah.
You feel these genuine emotions for her. It's a freaking roller coaster throughout this movie for her because she is on a roller coaster too.
I mean, this is the first movie I've seen in a while where I felt like chest pain, like I felt that pain for her, and I had like tears in my eyes because I mean, this movie brought those emotions out, and I don't know about him, but I could feel that pain for her.
Yeah, you genuinely hurt for this character. There's several moments in the film where you genuinely feel something for the characters, whether it be anger or happiness or sadness, not just for Sweeney's character, but for the other characters. I mean, like the mom and the husband. I mean, you're genuinely like angry at them.
I just wanted to shake that mom and be like, be a mother. Please be a mom to your daughter. Listen to her.
There's scenes where she tries to communicate to the mom what's happening in her life, and the mom's just like, oh, sweetie.
I'm still angry, and I'm not even watching the movie, and it's just a movie, but it happened in real life, and I'm just like, even now with Christy, like the real Christy, I just want to hug her.
Yeah, exactly. Right here. Overall, the movie broke my heart due to how she was treated, but if you know her story, she wins in the end. And as far as direction, I looked up a bit of her story once I heard about the film, and I was still surprised around every turn. I pride myself on how well I can predict movies, and I'm like, I should write films. I couldn't. But I'm just like, I saw that coming. Very predictable. Didn't predict anything about this movie, and I'm very good about that. The dialogue felt natural, didn't feel forced at all. There's a scene towards the end, Christy and her husband.
Just like you said.
And what happens is justifies the R rating.
Yep, 100%.
So there's no nudity in this film, but there is an R rating for a reason. What makes this film stand out from others in its genre is...
I do want to backtrack. I'm sorry. When he said there's no nudity, there is some
sexual
content that will make a person, if they've ever dealt with some situations where somebody is making you feel stuck, where you can't get out of a relationship, there are some scenes that are very graphic in a sexual type way, but there's not any sort of like sexual scene. So if you do go watch it, you'll know what I mean there.
She's a therapist.
So, sorry.
So you don't see... So what makes this film stand out among others in the genre is that it's emotional and inspirational, which a lot of sports biopics are. But you don't see a whole lot of female boxers, let alone a whole lot of sports films about females.
Yep.
One thing it did really well was show Christy's battle of accepting herself.
Yep.
And one thing it could have done better was add a domestic abuse hotline or something at the end, especially since Christy wrote a book about domestic abuse and being a survivor, and she speaks about it all over the place. So I would recommend it to anyone who likes boxing, who likes true stories, who likes Final Girls, who likes survivors. So I would recommend it to that. My favorite element was how Sydney was able to express such emotion from Christy through acting.
Yes.
Just incredible. She should absolutely win an award for this
100%.
For this role.
I really hope that they do.
It's her best performance, hands down, so far.
I like how Sweeney is moving more towards, instead of like this like how would you describe her, like valley type girl roles, I guess, into expressing more artistic type roles, and you can really see her flourish in those roles as an actor. Yeah.
There's a scene, this is my least favorite element. There's a scene where Christy's husband has Christy do something questionable so they can make some money. That's
what I was talking about.
It could have been cut from the film and we wouldn't have lost anything. It could have been insinuated. It could have just been her walking. They could have been just driving to a motel and then it fade to black. And we would have been
I will disagree with him on this, though.
She thinks it was artistic and it needed to be done.
No, that's not where... No. I disagree, because I would say this shows where he can have a hold on her. And control her, because if anybody understands...
But did it need to be in the film?
I agree. I do think so, because I think that it helps the viewers understand
that particular one was weird.
I think that it helps the viewers understand that she is a boxer. She can knock even a man out.
They don't know what the scene was.
Yeah, just let me get it. She can knock a man out with just one.
Oh, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
One punch. But with her husband, he has such control over her mind. The viewers had to understand why. And she can't even do anything to him. Nothing.
I meant the hotel scene.
Yeah, but we didn't understand why. So we had to see certain situations that she was put into for him to have such control over her.
That he would put her in those situations.
That he would put her in certain situations, and she couldn't do anything to this man because he had such control over her mind.
And I'm sure there's women out there that can... I mean, there's men out there that can relate to controlling women, but... I mean, the majority of situations are usually overbearing men who have physical and emotional mental control.
And if you're a man watching this too, we don't want you to think that you're any less if you're in a situation either. So, but yeah, I think that's why that scene was put in there, is to make you understand why she couldn't get out of a situation from a horrible husband.
There's also some like belittling hobbies that he has, and I understand the need to show it, but the way they did it was extremely awkward. I can't explain they showed.
So how did you feel in that moment? You felt horrible and awkward for her, right?
Yeah, but they didn't have to show the details that they showed. I mean, it also contributed to the rated R.
Yeah, and it made you feel belittled as a viewer. Huh? Am I right? Thank you.
Off to our rating, our recommendation.
And I do want to say, before I give this recommendation, that Christy as a person, I'm not talking about Sweeney, I'm talking now about Christy as a person, she is a boxer and she wins all these matches. And I think that Christy as a person also, I think that she's just a winner in life too. So, okay, recommendations. If you're new to our channel, again, we don't give those 5 stars out. We do, you should go to the theater. You should rent it at home. Or you should, what are you doing?
Vanna White.
I talk with my hands.
Oh, I was just Vanna Whiting you.
Sorry. Or you should stream it when it's available. But for this film, I think that we're kind of different on this one, I believe.
I think you changed your mind since we recently agreed on an option.
Yeah, I think that you honestly, my opinion, should see it in theaters.
Okay.
Because
I think you should stream it. But we are now in agreement on theater. Well, you know what? It's Sydney Sweeney's best performance.
Yes.
Honor that with a theater visit.
And I think you should honor it also because you should see this amazing woman's life.
The reason I first agreed on streaming it is because the scenes made me feel so uncomfortable.
Thank you.
But because they made me feel so uncomfortable shows how incredible the writing and directing and acting was.
And how incredible this woman's life is to where she is now.
Honor that with the theater.
Thank you. Now this is the first film you guys have ever seen where we've had some disagreements.
It's our longest review ever.
All right, guys. Thank you guys for coming to our channel. And if you guys have anything you guys would like us to review, please leave a comment below. And thank you for coming to see us.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
100%, nothing less. Let's go.